Today we have a lot of amazing Lego creations and interesting mock related articles to cover. I'll try to go a little bit faster so the video doesn't get too long. And always remember that everything that we talk about in this video will be linked in the description down below. Mocks of the week category. We are going to start with the Star Wars collaborative project. So this is the page of the Atzen Collab. And this big, huge base is called Aargau. So there is a lot of builders involved in this build. You can go and check out all of their pages if you go and check out the Atzen Collab page that I will link down below. Some of these builders we featured before in our weekly episodes. So yesterday they shared the pictures of the walls, the external walls of this base. A lot of very interesting details and scenes and griblings. Very, very well done. And few days ago they shared the landscape. That's how I found out about this build. Is just so beautiful. The color scheme, all the details, all the rock work. Very, very organic build. Definitely go and check it out. And I am assuming that in the next few days they will upload more picture about this collaborative project. Moving on, one very famous builder. You can find him on Instagram. You can find him on YouTube. Bill Go Nuts. I'm gonna play the short over here. He built this amazing Deadpool figure, quite big scale, very, very well executed. This is something that, for example, with my building skills, I would never be able to build something like this. This is just really, really nice. I haven't found any pictures yet, so you will have to go and look at the reels or the short to see all the details about this fantastic Deadpool build. If you remember, I talked about him briefly also in my Billund tour not long ago when I visited the Lego house. Now in a moment over here you can see some of his builds that were on display over there at the Lego house, and they were really, really beautiful together with a lot of other builders. I think now they already changed to a new set of builders. If you're visiting the Lego house, you will not see this, but you will see a new set of amazing creations. Same category, mocks of the week. We're going to talk about Danko. Smaller scale here, we have two very cool builds. These are built for Bricknerd. So this one I think is being built for the Dwarf category, and this one that just posted a couple of days ago, this frog I think is built for the Critter category. So you can see that even with a small amount of parts, if you are creative and you use your parts correctly, you can build something very, very nice, can compete even with the big and massive castle build. For example, Danko last year won the Dragon Slayer, so he was the champion, let's say, of Bricknerd, even though he tends to build on a smaller scale compared to other builders. But you have to make a good use of your creativity and on the parts that you have available in your collection. For the MPU of the week, we are going to feature this build that was featured on the Brothers Brick. The creator is Fed de Berendrecht. Amazing use of these thread pieces. This is the Troll War Fort. All around the walls, internal, external, the tower, the roof, everything is using those thread pieces. They're a very versatile piece that can be used for many different details, and this really stood out to me. So always look at interesting parts that you don't use often. They can be repurposed for other uses. Of course, go and check out the builder's profile. A lot of interesting stuff over here as well. Since we are on the Brothers Brick, let's keep covering a couple of the builds that they feature on their page. So here we have this one by Willsea. This is a very cute midnight mushroom scene. Again, small scene, but very, very good part usage. Of course, here we have some parts that are a little bit less common. So those on top, I think, are some like bionicle sphere. And down there, you can see those little click kits. I think those are not readily available for everyone. So you need to find these a little bit obscure parts, but so beautifully done and so beautiful choice of color and photography as well. Again, this is just posted few moments before I filmed this video. This is by Centuri Chan. A beautiful scene of the tea party from Alice in Wonderland. Go and check out the builder profile, because over there you are going to be able to see all the little details all around the build. The tree is beautiful, the landscape, and every one of these characters. You can go and check them out in detail. This is such a beautiful build. Let's continue to cover interesting stuff. So this week I also have the latest issue of Blocks magazine. Of course, it covers a lot of things, review and so on, interviews, but there's a couple of interesting articles. One is covering new molds and modification that has been done to Lego parts that they might look the same, but they actually have been slightly changed. And that is important to know because sometimes the use of this part in mocks can change a little bit with the based if you have the newer or the older version. Also, they cover Week. I participated not long ago, and here they feature also my Fallout build here in the corner. If you remember, I have a video about that here on the channel where I walk you through how I build that fantasy Fallout build. And remember, talking about Fallout, go and check out QBrick. The Fallout contest is on until the end of the month. And also, it just started a new series of Star Wars, a new Star Wars diorama from Star Wars Outlaw. It's building Toshara. Very interesting build. You should go and check it out. Tips and bricks, a lot of articles this week. First one is their mock of the week by Eero Okkonen. Amazing creation. They walk you through here how he actually built his portrait. And here there is a fantastic use of parts, in particular to create the beard of the character. Here, of course, Eero page, go and check out. Amazing creation. We featured already a couple of times here on the channel. And then they have a technique analysis of the blue Iwan. This is by Gilles de Crombrugghe. I hope I pronounced correctly. At first, it looked like, of course, a very nice build, but in detail. But if you look closely, you can see all the amazing details. So they did a very good job in this article to share how all these details are created. So walls that apparently look nice and smooth, if you look inside, actually, they have some really intricate, amazing Lego techniques. So this is such a beautiful build. All look around it, all the details on the floor, on the wall. Everything is very part intensive and very difficult to build. Here is Akidan Brick, Gilles. Check out his profile. Amazing creation, not just the one that we just featured, but many more, including some very cool habitats. You know, I like to build minifigure habitats, and here we have some really amazing top quality habitats. They also have one of their technique lessons talking about roof techniques, different ideas from the most simple one to the more intricate one, to get the angles and to give details to roof. So go and check out. This is very important. I'm generally terrible with roof, so this is something very good to read. And then they have another interesting one talking about CMF stands, the 3x4. Many different builders are featured in this article, so of course go and check out to see the different use. We have the regular CMF stand, but we also have the printed one. So for example, here we have my Oswald habitat that use the Disney 100 CMF stand, and here I have the ones that I use for the Mind Flayer over there in the wall, and here you can see another builder use it very well for the stairs, and then I use it for the wall again in the back side of my display stand for D&D. I use those actually a little bit more. I have the space one that I use here for Zastam habitat. I use them in the space display in the right corner, and again as a sort of starry sky. I use it for the Robot Warrior habitat, for the nurse, space nurse habitat, as well as the astronaut habitat. Staying here on Instagram, we have Beyond the Brick. They haven't posted many videos recently, but they still post the mock of the day, model of the day on their page. And here we have this very cool Falcon build. We have some very interesting printed parts there at the front. I don't know exactly where those come from, but this build is very beautiful. It's by Skabram Builds, and you should go and check out this builder profile because he has a lot of different birds, in particular recreated in Lego form at different scale. So go and definitely check out these builders as well. Continuing with the article, we go on New Elementary. So they had a review of the new parts from the Lunar New Year set of this year. A very cool set as always, with a lot of interesting parts and new molds all the time. So if you go through the article a little bit later, you can see all the new parts. They have some new chain pieces. They have some new dumpling pieces, very cute. And then, of course, they talk about the minifigures and so on. Very, very interesting. These are sets that are generally very, very good display and very good parts as well, every color. Again, we go now to Bricknerd. Many articles over here. They had a couple of articles talking about AI. I'm going to point out this one by Geneva Durand in particular. It's a very controversial topic. So here what she's talking about is in the context is how AI can be used. And she gave an example on how she used generate image to have the idea of the inspiration for a Lego creation. So again, this is a very hot topic that I'm generally against it, against any kind of use of AI. I think it might be okay in this case as a form of inspiration, but of course I don't really like when I see Lego pages that post generated images, because that's not the point of what we are doing here with Lego. Get some inspiration, that's okay, but then at the end we are the one that need to be built and be creative. They have another interesting article about reverse engineering not. So what is talking about here, the Oscar Cedarwall is talking about understand how something is created without actually knowing, but only by looking at the images. And so here, for example, give a few examples. Here we have this cube, different way that cube could be built. So there is some examples, some exercises to find out how stuff is built. It's pretty interesting and cool exercise to do. We also have an article by Dave, that is the head of Bricknerd, talking about Lego mosaics. So if this is something you are interested in, try to do on your own, then go and check out this article. He has a lot of tips and suggestions on how to work out this mosaic build. Always remember the creation for charity is still on, so you can go and purchase a mock that then is going to be donated for charity. One new mock has been added this week, very cool, is this Royal Guard. I recommend you to check it out. It's by Nathan Ake. Very good build. Absolutely go and check out. Could be a good mock to add to your collection to do some good charity as well. Fun creation. Let's go to Lego ideas. My suggestion for this week is this Roman Forum. I think something like this, of course, with the rework of the Lego designer, could be very interesting. Of course, minifigure. So this could be a very nice way to get some very cool new Roman minifigure, as well as some character that maybe can be repurposed as well for maybe medieval builds or something like that. So the idea is something of a sort of a market kind of thing. And I think this, with the work of the Lego designer, could become a really, really cool set with a little bit of adjustment, but it's something that is not currently in any Lego set. So maybe something that we can consider go and give our support. And here is the page of the creator that I guess is called Carlo. Don't forget to go and check out Brick Vault. They posted another amazing episode of the top 10 mocks of the week, and I'm guessing one more will be coming out shortly. For my YouTube suggestion this week, I suggest you to go and check out Brickcrafts. I'm assuming everybody already follow him. But arguably the best Lego city in the whole YouTube, in the whole Lego world. It's just amazing. I think you all should know already, but if you don't, please go and check out. This is a little bit of a snippet from his latest video where he's working on the countryside area over here. Everything is custom, everything is built by himself, no Lego sets. Amazing. And actually, when I first discovered him, there was no Brickcraft yet. There was only this original German channel, Bob Brickman. And sometimes I find myself to actually go and check out both the German channel, even though I don't speak any German, as well as the English channel. And on the German channel, for example, you can see he already shared the updates on the pirate layout that is expanding massively. So, I mean, I go generally check it out. You can put the English translation and see the video before the English channel. Very, very cool. And he also had a third channel, which is Brickman Brothers. Here is generally focusing more about the behind the scene, the lightning and the function and all those kind of things. So if you're interested, go and check it out. Now let's talk about the contest. Here I will put briefly all the contests that are going on now. We already talked about all of them. The first 4 contests in this list are on until the end of the month. The medieval one will go on a little bit longer. I already built something for Wandering Skies. Later I will talk about that. We already mentioned the Fallout contest on Kubrick. So we have November and we have New Elementary. Somebody already started to share some of the build for the banana contest. So here we can see, for example, Greenery. Very good use of the banana pieces over here. We have a white one around the collar, and of course we have the hair of this character, this blonde hair flowing on the side. Very nice build. Of course, go and check out this builder profile. Is a very, very good builder. What's going on ABrickDreamer? Of course, as I mentioned, I already built something for the steampunk contest. So I have this floating island with a steampunk lighthouse. I actually have the vignette that goes into it and is all integrated. So I participated to 2 categories, but the 2 builds go all in one. Of course, remember to check out, if you're interested, my membership program. So my Dreamers member have a weekly vlog where they can see in advance what I'm working on and all the behind the scene about my building process. And I also found a few deals on Amazon. Black Friday coming soon, but there is a few 20% off on Amazon US. I will put the affiliate link down below. So if you're interested, there is the Tranquil Garden at 20% off. Very beautiful set. We have a bigger one. We have Optimus Prime, also 20% off. I'm guessing some of these sets are not going to be around for much longer. So if you haven't picked them out and you are planning to, you can check it out. As well as the Back to the Future DeLorean, also 20% off on Amazon US. That's about it for today. If please consider to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to check some more amazing Lego creation, you can check out some of the previous episodes of Mock Builder News. Thank you for watching and see you next week. Ciao, ciao.